That's bad.
All right, it is the next morning and we got the car home. Oh man, she is a beaut. Aside from the hood and whatever's going on with the bumper there. The corner light is in the car. The bottom of the door trim's in the car. This thing's awesome. This thing is so cool. Need to get it unloaded, air up the tires, which I'm surprised they hold air. Look how dry rotted they are. So, the real quick backstory is I was in the garage yesterday working on a car, sat down to take a break, scrolled Marketplace as per usual, and saw this thing posted. And it said posted 40 minutes ago, and it was posted for $800. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. A 1G DSM turbo 5-speed all-wheel drive for $800. That looks pretty solid. There's like a dent here that's annoying, but not the end of the world. Clear coat's peeling. That's pretty much everything from the 90s. So I sent him a message, and he didn't get back with me. And then the listing was marked sold. And I was like, well, that sucks, but that's kind of the way she goes sometimes. Sent him a couple other messages just to be annoying, because I was like, well, what if, what if? And then about an hour later, give or take, he sent me a message back and he's like, hey, the dude that I was talking to that said he wanted to come get it, stop talking to me, you're next in line. And I was like, F&A, let's go, dude. So ended up loading up at about 9:30 last night, drove about an hour to go get it, and here she is. Supposed to have a, yeah, it looks like it does have a full 3-inch stainless exhaust. Don't know if it's just a catback or, no, it looks like a full 3-inch. You can see it up there. You can see the axle there, so it is truly all-wheel drive. He said that he had the car for 12 years, which there was a picture on his Facebook from 11 years ago of him with the car. And then it sat for about the last 4 years because it was just giving him some mechanical issues and he was over it. So he parked the car and then didn't do anything with it. And now he's out of work, so he put the car up for sale. In the pictures it looked more blue, but in person it's almost like the Ford Calypso kind of teal. And that was one of the things that I liked about it, because you see thousands of red ones, you see some white ones, you see some black ones. You don't really see any blue or teal ones, so I thought that was cool. It's on some Koenig Tantrums, I think that's what these are. Yeah, Tantrums. 17s. Not really fond of the wheel, but they're there. So, I'm going to get the tires aired up. We'll get this thing pushed off and get it cleaned up. She's been sitting in the weeds for a while. She is looking way better. And I did find out, I'm not like one of those snobby, oh, there's only been so many of these types of car made. But I did find out that for 92, the total production for Plymouth Lasers was 24,000. That doesn't specify how many were like the turbo all-wheel drive version. That's just the total production. So I found that pretty interesting. And here is under the hood. Still a little dirty. Didn't want to spray everything and mess something up, so I just touched the towers and the cowl, trying to clean things up. But yeah, there she is. That is our 4G63. I assume it's a 14B turbo. I haven't pulled the intake tube off to look at the impeller wheel. Apparently the 14Bs have like a single blade design. Get out of here, B. The 14Bs have a single blade design. The 16Gs have dual blades. Need to check to see if this battery's any good. We'll just get things cleaned up. I'm assuming it's a stock motor. Fingers crossed that it runs and has compression and everything and is good. But, you know, who knows truly with this thing. So yeah, like, not trying to do anything crazy at all. Just want to clean it up, get it running good. Probably lower it a little bit because it's got a little bit of monster truck height going on there. Can full shoe it and just make a fun driver out of it. That's really all I want. And I mentioned this a few videos back when we were doing something on the Mustang in there, that I've been wanting just a fun 80s or 90s, just something different, man. And I'd say this is a little bit different than our normal thing. But I am excited. This thing is cool. I don't know if I've shown you guys the interior at all yet. The interior is pretty good aside from the headliner. The window tint is atrocious. But the interior is not really awful. Like you can see, like I said, the headliner's junk. The carpet I think will clean up really well. The seats don't have tears in them. There's some stuff here that needs to get glued back in place somehow, which is going to be tough because I think it shrunk a little bit over the years. 126,000 miles on the body. Yeah, this thing's cool, man. It is cool. Please no bees, please no bees, please no bees. I have to power wash that real quick. I forgot to do that. So, like, the major things, obviously tires. It's probably going to need brakes. Probably going to need a battery. That battery's at least 4 years old. So like I was saying, I don't know why the side marker light is in there. Maybe they're just changing the bulb. Yeah, it looks like it was burnt out and never got back to it. Don't entirely know what the engine's going to need. Hopefully the transmission's good. Hopefully the diffs are good. I don't know if I dare try to match the paint on this hood. Well, let me take that back. I'm going to try to match the paint on the hood. And it's going to not match, and I'm going to be bummed out. I do have the stock hood in the back of the truck, but it's got some dents in it from, I don't know, I think it said a tree fell or something like that. But yeah, that's our plan. Not going to do anything real crazy rowdy with it. Just make a fun driver, and then eventually once I get bored with it, I'll probably put it up for sale. All right, I had to do a little impromptu cleaning because I moved the back seat in. There was, I don't think I'm exaggerating, probably thousands of ants under the back seat. Luckily, it doesn't look like mice have chewed it up a whole lot. There's a little bit there and a little bit right in there. But the big thing was just all of the ants. And I bet that there's still some back here that I wasn't able to get. Looks like I got pretty much all of them, which is actually surprising. So yeah, I'm about to just get some soapy water, wipe the dash and everything down. The headliner, I think I can get it good enough. I'm gonna go get a can of the headliner glue and just spray the fuck out of it, and then try to get it on there as smooth as I can. And as long as it stays up out of the way, then it's good enough for quite a while. And then I gotta figure out how to glue. Just found an ant on me. Gotta figure out how to glue that and the other piece back down. And then it's pretty dang clean. So let me get this finished up. Actually, gross, you can still see some more back here. Gonna get all that vacuumed up too. Alright, it's like a week later, finally getting back to this. Been doing a little bit of work on it here and there. Got a new battery for it. Got the seat back in it. Still not seeing any ants, so that is awesome. I found a dead bee. I called a locksmith. They came out and made a key for it, and while he was here getting in and out of the car, he broke the lever on the other side. So I took the pieces of that and I used some like JB plastic weld to put it back together. That should be dried now, but I'm gonna try and like sand it down so it looks pretty good. Been letting it sit with an air freshener, so it smells pretty good in here now. But I don't know how much I really want to do that. We got power. I have no idea how to turn the radio on. Windows work, I checked those already, but they kind of get wonky on the track, so I'm not going to mess with that right now. I did get some new wiper blades for it also when I went and got the battery. Ooh, Alright. Handbrake does virtually nothing, so that's good to know. This thing might just need a fuse. I don't know. But I do need to get a starter for it. I don't know if it'd be better for it to be completely out of gas, because it might make the tank kind of like the Mustangs was. Remember how we saw that? Super gross and corroded. But I'd also think that if the tank had a bunch of gas in it and the gas sat in the lines and the injectors and stuff, that all might be totally junk and need to be gone through, which I might have to do anyway, to be honest. So I think for the most part I'm going to work on this off camera. It's just kind of like a little personal project, and then we'll focus on the other stuff like the Mustang, jack, etc. In the videos, unless people like it and they want to see some more, because this is entirely new to me. This is just something that I was interested in, and sometimes it's nice to just work on stuff without having to worry about filming it and camera angles and then editing it later on, you know, stuff like that. So once again, the plan with it, the kind of goal, the end goal for it is just a fun, if it makes 300 horsepower at the crank, then we're doing good, because I think stock it makes like 195 or 200 horsepower. So if we can, we'll turn up the boost a little bit. We'll try and do a few things here and there to improve it. Right now it has the bone stock like charge pipe systems with the little side mount intercooler that's like right there. So we might put a front mount on it, just a little bit better flowing pipes, a little bit better flowing and bigger capacity intercooler, things like that. Common upgrade for these is a Walbro 255 pump, which I think I've got one in the garage. Like I said, we'll probably have to go through the fuel system anyway, so might as well do that. And then the fuel pump mod or whatever, the fuel pump wire mod that they call it, just to give it better voltage at all times. And then yeah, just like if it makes 300 horsepower and we can drive it pretty consistently, because you know these DSMs, they got quite the reputation for being broken all the time. So if we can skate kind of under that limit, you know, just have a good fun street car, and then like I said earlier, we'll drive it for a little bit, have some fun with it, and then let someone else take it. But basically I think just like the most fun thing for me is like reviving these old cars that have been neglected for the last, like in this case, 4, 5, 6 years. So that is going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you're into the Laser. I think it's pretty rad, you know, turbo all-wheel drive 5-speed. It's pretty cool, man. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, clicking that bell to get notifications. I'll see you guys next time.